Alright, good evening everybody. Now I'm back for part 3 of the reshowing of my Disney VHS tapes. When we last left off, I showed you the 1991 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Fantasia. Now we're moving on to the next tape. Now this next tape is the very last Black Diamond Classics VHS they ever released. This is the 1994 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of The Fox and the Hound. Now, I got this tape at Used Book Superstore back in September, and I know a bunch of other YouTubers, such as the Chris8488 and a few others have this tape. And for previews, there is even though I haven't put this tape in, I know there is a preview for the theatrical release of The Lion King, and I know some copies of this tape have a preview for The Return of Jafar. I'm not too sure whether my copy does or not, because I haven't put it in, as I said. But I know Mr. Biggest Disney Fan's copy does. But anyways, I'm going to show you the spine. And the back, it says, Superior, a landmark Disney film is stayed by the late Joel Siegel of Good Morning America. Yep, definitely indeed. Gonna open this up. As you see, here's the tape with the ink label. It needs to get rewound. And the print date was January 17th, 1994. So, yeah. But I also know there's a Gold Classic Collection VHS release of this film, which I don't have as of yet, but I hope to find it soon. And I don't have the 25th Anniversary Edition DVD of the movie as of yet, but I hope to pick that up soon. But Fox and the Hound is still a great Disney movie. Also was the very last Disney movie to simply end with the end, as well as the last one to use the Buena Vista logo. And this next tape's a package film. This is the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS tape release of Fun and Fancy Free. And as it says, THX certified, as I told you before, spine. And the back, it says, Mickey was Walt and Walt was Mickey, stayed by Frank Thomas, one of the original animators at the Disney Studios. And for the two shorts, it has, the two segments, that being Bongo and, of course, Mickey and the Beanstalk. I think Mickey and the Beanstalk is better. I can't remember what previews are on it, but I have put this tape in once. That was in 2009. But anyways, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was June 5th, 1997, just about days before both Daniel and Aubrey's birthdays. Yep. So, yeah. But still, this VHS of Fun and Fancy Free is still good. I also know there's a Gold Classic Collection VHS release, which I don't have as of yet, but hope to find that soon. A bunch of other YouTubers have it, but there's just too much to name. And this next tape is another good one. This is the 1995 VHS release of a Goofy movie. The end. And as you see, we have the spine. In the back end says, Two thumbs up is stayed by Siskel and Ebert, and Loads of Fun is stayed by the Boston Globe. Yep, definitely. Definitely, and I know a bunch of YouTubers have this tape, including the Chris8488 and a bunch of others, but there's too many to name again. As you see, here's the tape with the ink label, and the print date was August 5th, 1995, just one day after the Chris8488's birthday. So, that is pretty good indeed. So yeah, a Goofy movie's still fun. I can't remember what previews were on it because it's been so long since I last put the tape in, but still a good classic for all you Goofy fans indeed. I also know there's a Gold Classic Collection VHS and DVD, which I have neither of those yet, but I hope to find those soon. But anyways, now we're going to move on to the second shelf. Might see my shadow, but anyways, this next tape is the 1992 Black Diamond Classics VHS release of The Great Mouse Detective. I got this from the Chris8488 back when he visited either 2 months ago or so. I cannot remember, but anyways, as I said, here's the spine and the back, and it says, It's a hit, It's Magic is stayed by Joel Siegel of ABC TV, and Two Thumbs Up is stayed by Siskel and Ebert. Yep, and I'll show you the tape. Now, my copy has the title a little bit off-center than the others, but that's okay. And the print date was May 1st, 1992, which was just about days before my birthday and even longer periods in between that. But anyways, I'm just going to continue to move on here. And, oh, I also forgot, for previews on The Great Mouse Detective, it also has previews for the theatrical release of Aladdin, and then for the closing parts, it has trailers for the VHS releases of, I think, The Rescuers, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, the VHS release of Beauty and the Beast. Indeed. But still, Great Mouse Detective is still good. I also have the 2010 Mystery and the Mist Edition DVD as well, and I know Chris Fortin has this tape. He also has the 1999 and 2002 VHS releases, which I don't have as of yet, but I hope to pick it up soon. And this next tape is a Masterpiece Collection tape, and this is the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of Hercules. And anyways, as you see, here's the spine and the back, and it says, "The hippiest, most playful of them all, a hit of Olympic proportions, is staged by WCBS-TV of New York City." And for previews on there, it has a preview for, I think it might have a preview for the Disney Cruise Line, I'm not too sure, but I know it also has previews for the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of The Little Mermaid, which I'll show you which I do have. I'll show you that later on. And of course, the theatrical release of Mulan. And I'm going to open this tape up now. Here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was December 12th, 1997, just one day before my mother's 40th birthday. And you saw my mom come in here a few seconds ago too, so that's why you heard her voice. But anyways, this tape is still good, and although the film collector dude, aka Matthew, formerly known as both Livin' Large 18 and Boy Meets World, Walt doesn't like any of us doing it, I still like to do it anyway, as we all keep saying, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules! Yeah, it's so fun, but Hercules is still a great classic indeed, so if you love Greek mythology, this movie is for you. But we're not finished with Hercules yet, because I also have the 2000 Gold Classic Collection VHS, which I got at Used Book Superstore in Salem, New Hampshire back in July of 2010. Still haven't put this tape in yet. As you see, here's the spine and the back, and it has the same quick review. It also has a bonus feature saying the making of Hercules featurette. Don't know what previews are on there because I haven't put this tape in yet. Anyways, here's the tape. Again, ink label. Print date was June 25th, 2000, just 5 days after Daniel's birthday, 4 days after Aubrey's birthday. Now, I know a bunch of other YouTubers have this tape too, including Mr. Johnny B 1993 and NWB 1989, and I think Chris Fortin might have this tape, if I'm not mistaken. But, of course, I also have the Gold Classic Collection DVD counterpart as well, which as I said, I'll re-show that when I do the Disney DVDs. So, but yeah, Hercules, still a great Disney movie, indeed. And this next Disney VHS tape, this is Film 017, Forever's all-time favorite Disney animated movie classic. Right, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS tape release. As you see, here's the spine. And the back, it says, the best Disney animated feature since Beauty and the Beast is staged by Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. It's directed by the same two people that directed Beauty and the Beast, that being Gary Trousdale and Kirk Wise, and also the same producer too, Don Hahn. And composer Alan Menken's also part of it too. And for previews, it has a preview for the theatrical release of Hercules, which I showed you earlier. And I don't know what else is on there, but The Hunchback of Notre Dame is still great, and I'm going to show you the tape. Here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was January 22nd, 1997, just one day after Patrick Butler's birthday. Now, I know there's also a 2002 Special Edition VHS, which Chris Fortin has, but I don't have it as of yet, but I hope to find it soon. I do have the Special Edition DVD counterpart of it, though, which as I said, I'll re-show that when I do the Disney DVDs, but Hunchback of Notre Dame is a great film, definitely another great classic. And this next Disney VHS tape is one of a favorite Disney classic for Aubrey. It's also the Flickr 98's new favorite Disney animated movie classic. Yup, this is The Jungle Book, and this is the 1991 Black Diamond Classics release of the film, which I've had for an extremely long time. Oh yeah, and for Hunchback of Notre Dame, I got that tape at Cascades Flea Market in Saco, Maine, along with the Masterpiece Collection VHS release of Alice in Wonderland back in August of '09. But for this tape, I've had so long since '91. As you see, here's the spine and the back, and it says, "For pure energy, high-spirited hijinks, and cascading joy, The Jungle Book is tough to top as stated by People magazine." Yup, indeed. And for previews on there, it has a preview for the theatrical release of Beauty and the Beast, and it also has a preview for the VHS release of The Rescuers Down Under, which I also have. I'll show that in another part. But anyways, I'm going to open this up. As you see, here's the tape with the ink label. Print date was March 1st, 1991, same day, which is that's the same day as my Grandma Willis's birthday. Now, I know there's also some copies of this tape which have a sticker label, but I don't think I'll ever find any copies like that. So, but I'm fine with the sync label version indeed. But this VHS release of The Jungle Book is still a great tape to own indeed. But we're not done yet, because I also have the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of the film, and yup, THX once again. As you see, here's the spine, and the back end says, "Memorable music, imaginative adventures, a treat for all ages, as stated by Dixie Wheatley of WCBB-TV ABC Boston." That's right, News Center 5. So it's a good thing. Can't remember what previews are on this because I haven't put this tape in yet. I got this at Used Book Superstore in Salem. And as you see, here's the tape with the ink label. Print date is August 18th, 1997, just 2 weeks after the Chris 8488's birthday. There's also a songbook in there too, which I'm not going to show it. But I know Chris probably does have at least the 91 tape. I don't know if he has this tape or not, but if he does, then Chris, please let me know. But still, this 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of The Jungle Book is still good. Bunch of other YouTubers have it, including Grouchman21 Studios and The Flicker 98, and a bunch of others. I can't remember who else, but there's just too much to name. But still, Jungle Book, another great classic. No, this was also the very last Disney animated classic that was supervised by Walt Disney, because he died during the production of the film. Indeed. And this next tape's another good classic. This is the original 1987 Black Diamond Classics VHS release of Lady and the Tramp. I don't know if Aubrey still has this tape or not, but I know he got that in a VHS trade with Film 017 Forever. I know Home of the Good Guys also has this too. But he used to have a bootleg copy, but he doesn't anymore because he got rid of it and replaced it with this. And he got this tape shortly after I got my copy back, because I got this at Used Book Superstore in Salem. I know Mr. Giant B 1993 recently got this tape too. Yep, and as you see, here's the spine and the back. And it says, "A timeless film is stated by the Los Angeles Times, and Lady and the Tramp remains one of Disney's most enduring classics, as stated by the Chicago Tribune." Anyways, I'm going to open this tape up. Here's the tape with sticker label, and no print date, unfortunately. Oh, NWB 1989 also has this tape. He has 2 copies of it. But, yeah, this tape is still good. Don't know what previews are on there yet, because I haven't put it in. But, yeah, there you go. And finally, for part 3, I also have the 1998 Masterpiece Collection VHS release of Lady and the Tramp. Yep, as you see, THX certified. I got this from Richard Wilds, my scouting friend in Troop 409 in Salem, back in April of 2009. See, here's the tape with the spine, and also has the same Chicago Tribune critic review. I can't remember what previews are on this one, but I have watched it once. That was back in April of 2009. As you see, here's the tape with the ink label. And the print date was August 15th, 1998, just days after Chris Fortin's birthday. I believe the Chris 8488 has at least one version of Lady and the Tramp on video, but I can't remember which one. But so Chris, let me know about this, okay? But still, Lady and the Tramp's a great romantic Disney movie. I don't have the 2006 Platinum Edition DVD because it's out of print, but I know Nick does and a few others do too. But there you go. Well, that's going to wrap it up for part 3 of my Disney VHS collection. Hope part 4 will be coming up right after this, so stick around for that.